Hey fellow Vault Wearers, it's Angry Turtle and we are back on the public test server to talk about huge changes, huge improvements, as well as some nerfs in the mix, but generally I would say very positive. And let's start with what every carnivore will probably love. As you know, the problem with carnivore buffs was that they were slightly inferior compared to herbivore buffs, maybe due to Tasty Squirrel Stew capping out at 25% and you could never increase it. Now, we are talking about the magazine Backwoodsman number 6, plus 50% effect from cooked food. That's the magazine for carnivores, basically. And when you pop it, now it's finally working. Both melee damage that used to be capped at 36% can go to 56% now, and Tasty Squirrel Stew can go up to 38%, as well as Pemmican, Squirrel, On a Stick, all the buffs, all the carnivore buffs will be boosted properly by this magazine, which is amazing. I really love this change. Next, you would never expect that to be done by Bethesda intentionally. If you go and you want to start your expedition, did you notice what's missing? There is no battery charge. It's free of charge. You can start it. No charge required. And on top of that, you can have basically full reward every time you complete it. I was doing a testing how it's currently work. Your first expedition per day, regardless if you are a leader or not, will give you 10 stamps. Every next expedition you complete in the same day will give you max of 8 stamps. So almost the same. You can stack on those stamps easily, and every single expedition drops all other rewards, which is 5 legendary items, up to 2 legendary modules, and more. So they do drop all this stuff, and you can do as many as you want, which is huge. And I already talked in separate video about reduced cost of the stamps. So yeah, not only you get more stamps, but as well, stuff is being cheaper, which is huge. Now, that other change relates to ammo drops. When you do a daily op or expedition, you know that enemy drops ammo. And it is both negative and positive change. Depend what weapon you are using. Basically, ammo drops are not the same as those used to be. Okay, let's start with a flamer. Will not go over every single weapon. This is a lot, but I will tell you about important weapons. Generally, broadsider ammo farming is no longer a thing. You can see fuel dropping 4, which is really bad. It's really poor. For most weapons, it is a nerf, unfortunately. There are exceptions when it's working better, but for most weapons, it is a nerf, and as you can see, enemies have a new mutation. They have the Spore mutation now, so basically they do damage. They do damage to you when you are close to them. It is not a poison. It is not a poison. It's specified here when you start it. That's the new mutation. Radiate harmful spores damaging nearby hostiles. This is not a poison. Poison resistance do not help. As you can see, I was killed. And it is not on death. They always irradiate it. So that's the one new mutation that we are getting. But the main point is much lower ammo drops for most weapons. If I change to the cryo, the ammo drops with a cryo. You can kill something. Oh, no spores. Those spores are deadly because you cannot counter the damage. So if you stay close to multiple enemies, it's not good. You see? As well, there is no randomization. It's the same. Basically, all enemies are dropping the same. Depend what weapon, what ammo It is, I mean, not what weapon, depend what ammo you are using. You are getting different quantities. If I swap to the 50 cal, I will be getting those ultra sight. Luckily here in packs of 20, so it is useful. Not all is useful. Now, if I choose to run with a melee weapon, it is a huge change. Okay, let me pick up all the ammo, and now I run with a melee weapon, and I kill a bunch of enemies with melee weapon. Currently on the live game version, you will be dropping a lot of random ammo. No more. If I kill them with melee weapon, look what I'm dropping. I'm dropping aid, not ammo. So if you are after aid, if you are using melee, you will get aid. You will not drop ammo anymore from those enemies. So that is a significant change in my opinion. And positive. The fact that I'm getting more aid if I'm using melee weapon is really good. The thing that I'm getting less ammo with most weapons, including Enclave Flamer, it's definitely a nerf. No longer you can farm ammo by farming cannonballs, so that's a nerf. There need to be something, unfortunately. There always must be something negative with each update. Cannot be all good. But there is more good stuff that I want to share with you. And finally, the biggest change ever in my opinion, and really welcome one, advanced mod descriptions. I showed you this setting last time. I was not aware yet what it does, but now I know. If I go under weapons workbench to modify my weapon, let's say the fixer, and I want to change the receiver, did you notice what changed? That is huge. That is huge. Look at those detailed stats, including the AP cost. Depend on the mode, like I have AP cost 25 now. If I change to automatic, it does say in here it will be minus 13 and AP cost will be 13. So all those details, and look at those stars. All the special effects of the weapon, even not the stars, are included. So special effects of the fixer, sneaking speed and stealth in shadows. Those descriptions, stealth in shadows, we know in practice works by just improving your stealth no matter what at all times. So that's not exactly what it says. It works differently. But the point is, all those effects are listed. All those effects are here, including all the stats. The changes exactly, how much damage changes, range, accuracy, weight, what it does in description. There is more. Okay, there's more. If I go under muzzles, I put suppressor, there is description, recoil, per shot recoil, and you know if it's blue, it's positive change. If it's red, it's a negative change. So it's so much easier to figure out what those do. Did you ever knew that muzzle brake is such a superior to suppressor in regards to per shot recoil? And compensator is actually the best for recoil and per shot recoil? I did it because previous description were totally misleading in this aspect, and I was thinking that suppressor is the best. But it does not look like it. So you can see all those details are included. Of course, the best in regards to recoil, a suppressor gives you as well silencing the weapon. They need to add it, that it makes the weapon silent, just in case someone would not know. I think most people would know. For me, huge is the fact that AP cost is stated per mod. So if I change the mod that affects AP cost, I see it. You see that? The magazines, I go over different ones. I see the effect on AP cost. I can tell how it will be affected. It is great. If I go for the stock, I know now that align, reduce AP, and forceful stock. Otherwise, you had no clue that those two only. I mean, I know because I tested, but most people had no clue, and I still didn't know about additional effects like stability, aim speed, that is affected, which one, how much, which one is best for what. You would never know. Okay, the sights, the same thing. You scroll, if you're interested in AP cost, you scroll reflex sights, do that. there are some scopes, like recon scopes, night vision scopes, that do increase AP cost, while medium scope, for example, does not. So you can see some of the scopes do increase cost in watts, so you can avoid those if you want to. Like, look how beautiful it is. They can reduce stability, magnification, stated, sighted accuracy improved. All this stuff you can see now. This is the biggest one ever for me. All the special effects listed. Medium night vision scope gives you night vision. It's listed now. Look how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's looked like 6 legendary effects. If I put night vision, if I add to that, if I go under receivers and I add prime, now it says exactly, let me hover over it, damage to score. So look how long this list is now. It is so amazing now. All the stuff you can make proper decision which mod you want without googling for it. Even look, perforating magazine does list here now armor penetration. Look how long this list is. I love it. I love it. This is the best ever. And it is increasing AP cost. If you want to decrease it, quick magazine will decrease it and Swift will not. Oh, Swift doesn't say any. It used to, at least from my testing, Swift magazine was reducing AP. Maybe not enough to list, I don't know. I'm surprised by this one, or maybe it doesn't anymore, the Swift mag. The quick mag does. So that's 13 with this. Okay, interesting. Interesting. And reload speed is stated. Okay, stop moving. Reload speed increase 30% versus Swift. Reload speed 15%, 25 ammo capacity, minus 3% aim speed if you have Swift. Not such thing if you have Quick. So all those things, I had no clue. I had no clue that some of those effects even exist. Now I know. And that being said, thank you for watching this update from public test server. I hope you cannot wait for those changes as much as I cannot wait.